Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat becomes the podcast. Episode 17, boys. Episode 17.
Well, episode 17.
But you know what they say, lucky number 17.
Well, they actually said if you get past 10, you're in the 1% of podcasts.
Ooh.
I've said it before.
Wow.
If you get beyond 10.
We're not just an upstart anymore.
We're not.
Wow.
We're veterans. And I just want to bring up before we start this, Bruno's got another different texture to his jumper.
Ooh.
No, I
Is
think-
that high neck? I can't tell.
I think I've worn this one before.
Yeah, that's a texture though, isn't it? You like a texture.
It's definitely a texture. It's definitely more of a winter jumper. But yeah,
definitely.
it's got some texture to it.
Yeah. You ever wore cords? Did you used to wear cords, trousers?
No, I don't think I did. Maybe back in
I'm going to bring them back.
the heyday when I was a kid and those dungarees might have been corduroy, you know?
Oh, I think I got like a tanned pair of cords that were quite baggy when I was about 15.
I remember
I
them.
felt quite chuffed with them.
Yeah, I might do that
I
again.
hate the textures. Like if I ran my fingers horizontal along the vertical lines, I would honestly shed my skin.
Whoa.
Mate,
That's a real thing.
I'm scared.
Like if I ran my fingers across your chest right now, big man.
yeah.
Rub it against the microphone.
Oh, you can hear
Can
that.
you? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a real texture.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it in here.
I just got a static shock in my ear.
Oh, no, I heard like a...
Well,
But it sounded like, you know when Barley used to dry himself after the shower and he'd run himself against like the sofa?
Barley was our dog.
Yeah, yeah, Barley was our dog. He wasn't a friend of ours. He'd run around naked and dry himself. Anyway, shall we start the show?
I thought we had.
I thought we
we
had.
have really.
And I don't think that was Barley. I think that was you, mate.
Yeah, I didn't know about towels until I was at least 15. I thought it was just a speed thing. You had to just run. But had to, in a straight line, never actually return until you dry. You just had to keep going. You take about half a mile. half mile.
Half mile.
There's only one way to go with this podcast because of last week and what has ensued. So I'm going to start this with Bruno's the type of guy that would announce someone is missing for them to just appear in a picture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We have to get into this.
What Kate?
Last week we kind of...
Yeah. Go
on.
No.
I was going to say like the Gone Girl thing. Kate Gone. Gone Kate.
Kate Middleton.
Kate Middleton is very
Gone
good.
Royal.
We talked about it and it was almost
Royal
like
Gone.
a jokey conspiracy. Yeah. And then she was photographed.
Apparently.
Oh my God,
In
yeah.
the back row of the audience, I can hear it. The thing is, you thought the photograph would end all this so we can move on with our lives. It's only intensified.
Yeah.
We are now deeper in the rabbit hole.
This is the best
And
story.
we're now into deep fakes on video as well of them coming out of that farmer's market.
Yes.
How deep's
so
it going to
people
go?
use AI, haven't they?
How far are they going to go with this?
I've seen people who made like AI of her face, and I don't think that's correct because it's kind of guessing what her face would be.
Yeah.
Like people are saying like this is what AI's figured out, and therefore it's not her. I think, in all fairness, when I watched the video, I see Kate Middleton.
I did. So when it first came up, and it said this is Will and Kate, I was like, okay, cool, that's Will and Kate. The more I saw it...
But have you seen pictures of her in December? Because she's lost a bit of weight and she's a lot leaner and she's so her face changes. Like I don't know if, like, for example, in wrestling, Charlotte lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And her whole face looked completely different.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, she's had plastic surgery. Maybe, but not in that situation.
Yeah.
She had just lost weight. Like people's faces completely changed.
Yeah.
And I think her face has changed and people just haven't got used to it.
Hey.
So they're even more thrown. The thing I'll say is the picture they put out of her in the car the week before is a different person.
Yeah.
Because that's not the same person outside the farmer's market, which opens up the question, is there multiple Kates?
Oh.
There could be multiple Kates. It could be a clone. It could be... They're covering up something. Like, why don't they just actually come out and just address the situation? Because
it's so easy.
Yeah, that farmer's market one was like, she's a little bit taller than normal. That's the only thing that I got from it, is that she's a little bit taller. She's like 3 inches
That's
taller.
what people are saying.
Yeah.
But she could also be. She was wearing like a running shoe.
True. And they could have a bit of lift in it, but hey, the plot thickens. The plot thickens.
I like how much this is a talking point.
Yes.
Even the audience member
We've got an audience.
had input.
She said something like, "It's now Heidi." So I guess that's Spencer and Heidi from The Hills.
Mm?
Yeah.
I think she's playing her.
That's what, yeah.
And the other one she was saying was what you were saying, which was the height thing. She's nearly as tall as young William.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's different.
I thought she was just regular height and looked like Kate Middleton.
They're getting different characters to play Kate now, I think.
I'm going to the more I stare at that video, though, the more it doesn't look like either of them.
What if they just got people that weren't them?
I think...
And it's... Yeah, but not just that. Maybe they're not hiding anything. Maybe people of TMC have just got hold of two people
I
who
think
they
that's
thought
what it
were
is,
them.
yeah.
Nah, it's
But I think that's Kate Middleton with a different man.
it's definitely him.
What if the surgery was that she wanted to be 3 inches taller? And she had the old shin thing, when they tighten it.
Yeah.
Those short kings do it. She could be doing
shins, yeah.
Maybe she was a short queen and she wanted to be a tall queen.
Yeah. That's
not queen, obviously.
That's definitely plausible for sure.
But I just think that when I look at it, I just see that it's Will and Kate. I don't really question it. The one that I don't like is that other picture in the car.
That's Pippa, isn't it?
I haven't seen that one.
No, but it doesn't even look like Pippa.
They did a more... Yeah, but it could be edited by it like Pippa.
They're saying people have found the photo. But the thing is, I don't think that photo... I know that one, but the one where she's front on, where you just see her face, I don't know who that is. That doesn't even look like anyone.
Like, no, it doesn't look like anyone.
But, and obviously, weight is not a thing, but I mean, it's a much bigger person.
Yeah.
Big man, hey.
9-foot Kate from outside the farmer's market.
Yeah. Hey, big man sheds a couple lbs, mate, and his face changes a lot.
That's what I mean. Bruno loses 30 pounds, he turns into Sherman. He loses even more. He's Andrew Santino.
I want to see him without a beard, because I forgot what he looks like.
No, you never. That will never happen.
I'd say this. If you were a fugitive and you shaved your beard and hair,
different
and
person.
lost £100,
yeah,
no one would find you.
Not a chance.
That's real good, actually. I'll remember that one.
Yeah. In case you ever want to get involved in some kind of fugitive stuff.
Why do you think I've changed my look so often?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They'll be able to find me.
Hey.
I'll be the bumbling mess hanging outside a bagel shop.
Hey, if I want to do some corporate espionage, mate, I know what to do now.
Yeah. What does espionage mean?
I think it's a fancy coffee.
Oh.
That's good, Joe.
Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. But as far as Kate goes, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, are you the only one that's allowed that instant gratification? Last week, or a couple of weeks ago, you got a laugh from the back and you were like so chuffed. I give Joe some props, mate, and you get right on it.
I'll try to move on. I didn't like it. It upset me. No, I just wanted to wrap up the Kate thing because I think this could be an ongoing saga.
I think the whole world wants to wrap up the Kate thing.
Now we want to keep going.
Did you say no one wants to wrap up like Nick Cannon? Yeah, there you go. There's a gag, but
how good is that, Ned?
That's having a kid's joke. That's a contraceptive joke, Chris. Just saying that.
How good is that Netflix stock going to be, though?
That's the thing with the rules allow a Netflix stock.
Hey, they allowed The Crown, didn't they? So they got to allow the documentary as well.
The Crown was a documentary.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
The Crown and them hiding Kate Middleton. I don't think that, I don't know if that's copacetic. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Realistically, my actual guess is that she's had some kind of surgery. She doesn't want to talk about it because it's embarrassing, or so it might not be what she's put out. Something that she doesn't want public.
Wow.
She's had it. She's lost a bit of weight. Everyone's confused, and I think that's. But I do think you're right, though. Why can't they, on a human level, can't she just throw it up on her Facebook or something? Do you know what I mean? By the way, I'm fine.
It's got way too far up. Yeah. They can't. I generally don't think if the actual Kate Middleton came out just as on TV and did a where she's been, everyone would just try and rip it apart to see if it's real or not.
Yeah.
The Kate, will never
she's
end.
got a funny bone in her. She should
have that removed.
She should start doing that. Could be it. She should do those Britney Spears TikTok videos.
Oh, that's
she's dancing with a green screen
or
something, and she's being really weird. Yeah, I think if she did that, that'd be brilliant.
I saw the theory that I liked is if my husband went from being one of the most gorgeous men in the world to being bald, I'd go Gone Girl too.
I can't believe you just made fun of bald people. It's not because he's gone bald.
No, it's
because he looks different.
Yeah, it looks different, everything. But hey, the ginger's always the better looking one, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he?
Isn't he?
Yeah, I tell you what. Harry's definitely not. That's another story. Harry's not his brother. Anyway, well, he is his brother.
Whoa.
It's half.
Wow.
Because we're going to go too deep on that. I feel like, Bruno, how was the wedding?
The wedding was lovely, actually. I got to see the delights that is Bristol because the day before, so I travelled up the day before. And hey, I know we said last week my outfit to the Oscars and that outfit to this wedding was going to be a burgundy suit with a black turtleneck. The black turtleneck was it was a little bit tight, all right? I would have been
going for a bobsleigh.
Yeah, it would have definitely looked like I was a bobsleigh. And then in hindsight, after being at the wedding, I would never have survived, I don't think. So I had to.
What's happening there?
It was so hot.
Some trophy hunting.
It was so hot. Yeah. Big Brother whale just being cool.
How Tory was this wedding?
You don't want to know how Tory this wedding was.
They didn't send you off into the quarters and they had like rifles. It's like the purge.
So it didn't come in time, and my other shirt was a little bit too tight, so I had the fantastic little thing of trying to find a shirt with about 2 hours to spare in the evening, and then couldn't find one, so I had to then order it for the next morning and then dash back to Bristol again. So mate, it was a little bit a little bit of entertainment. And what have we learned over these episodes? That Bruno is definitely not prepared for certain things. But so yeah, that and then the wedding. Lovely wedding. It was very Harry Potter, very castle-esque, but very Tory, very teacher, because halfway through it, there was a guided tour of the castle.
Through the wedding.
And we learned all about the Berkeleys.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Was there a pause in the nuptials just to go have a wander?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I can't wait to take my family on that.
Well done. I'm so glad I get to put that in a clip.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay, well that's interesting. I'll say that. But
hey,
out of interest, when you were looking for shirts, things like that, were you alone?
No, mate. I was actually with probably my best man. I was with.
No.
So we were having quite the time, actually. Obviously, is like when you're close to your best man, aren't you? So I just can't wait for that day that I finally meet my future wife, and then we get to plan a wedding together. You know.
Okay.
What were you doing this weekend, Scott?
It seems to be touchy, so I'm going to move on.
No,
it was actually Joe's birthday, so I think we should do a small little birthday.
That was a joke.
Situation. I know, but I don't know where else I could have gone with it.
You could.
I was just going to get more and more angry.
You were, yeah. Scott's very hurt at the fact that I have a friend called Martin. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to this podcast. He's
not intelligent enough to figure out how to download it.
He's too cool for school, isn't he? But no, it's an ongoing joke that Martin is my best friend. But Scott gets very wound up.
Basically, what I'm trying to get to is it's an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Were you alone? And he was like, no, I was with mine. And obviously, the listeners are like, oh, that's cool. He took his friend. And he's having a little pop at Scott. What I know is the truth, which is he was walking around shops talking to no one and buying 2 ice creams and 2 baguettes.
Wow, that's
2 focaccias and 2 coffees. And he just passes it over and it just drops.
Oh, that's horrible.
Shout out to imaginary friends out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're the best.
Oh.
They're the best. Because they're exactly what you want out of life.
Joe's is called Maurice.
It is.
Yeah. He lives under his bed.
He lives under my bed, yeah.
It's blue. He has little ears and they move when he gets excited.
Yeah.
He's on the road to nowhere.
But the wedding obviously being at the weekend, I missed the big man's birthday, so happy birthday, Joe. How was it? What did we do?
If I get close enough like this with the light, you can't tell my age.
Do you think?
I don't know now.
Now you got there, you're not sure. We could play a game of who's older.
Well, all of us.
No, you and me. People don't seem to know.
That's true.
No, they don't.
Different
answers, different days is what I'm like sometimes.
Yeah. If I don't have salt for a week, I'm 56. But I think the salt actually keeps me young. That's the difference to me.
It's curing you, is it?
It keeps me puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was once told I looked like Tom Daly if he had a diet of just salt.
Who told you that?
So I said it in the mirror. And then I practiced my diving.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
It was Joe's birthday, and we had a bit of a time, didn't we?
Yeah, soiree.
I say this,
did. I was
no birthday trip would be complete without a little milk trip, would it?
Oh,
did you get some milk?
Town, got a little milk.
We went and had a little milk trip with Sylvester.
Sylvester came. He's also a dog.
Yeah. Another Nick Cannon's over there.
What flavours did we get?
We took the tiny dog into the milk, and then
I
I got a chocolate milk in a non-recyclable.
Non-recyclable? Boo.
Oh, the paper cup.
I don't know. Yeah. It was all they had.
I had a chocolate milk in a nice little glass bottle.
Yeah. Those glass
I tell you
bottles
what,
are
Bruno
where
will
it's
actually
at.
get cheddar out of those things.
Yeah, I would. Hey, when I lay a cheese board at the Bishtons, I don't come empty-handed, do I?
No, you don't. You come up with all the cheddars. The cheddars I've never heard of. Cheddar George, that's what they call them. Anyway, there's brownies in there as well, but I feel like that vending machines kept it at kind of a cold level.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't like the idea of a brownie that's
Yeah,
chilled.
Scott doesn't like waiting for brownies. He don't want to wait for it to get to room temp. He's like, get out of there.
I'm so excited. For whatever reason, in my head, I can't make a chilled thing room temperature, and that's my problem, right?
Yeah, that's a you.
For whatever reason,
that's a you problem.
I feel like I have to put that in a microwave. But what is it? I don't know if you feel the same. Getting a cold brownie and then putting it in a microwave to warm it up doesn't seem right, as opposed to. No, I'm glad you agree.
I've done it.
A room temperature brownie, and then you warm that up. It feels softer. I feel like the crystals in there or something. There's no science for this. This is in my head.
It's not as much of a shock to the system, to the brownie.
Yeah, it's like you're shocking it.
All brownies like smash.
You're shocking the brownies. Whoa, and he hardens up. He's like, hey.
Brownie's gone from hard to soft.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm hot now. Whereas when he's room temp, he's chill.
That's so funny.
But not.
Yeah.
He's almost ready for either way.
Yeah. So I didn't go with the brownies anyway. But we did go on a milk trip.
Sylvester saw off a random ute that was sat in there.
Yeah, he's scrapping. He stayed in the car, didn't he? He was all right.
He's happy in the car, yeah.
First
Is he or is he yapping a little bit?
The windows weren't cracked.
They were cracked.
The windows weren't cracked. Hot car.
I would have put a fist through your window, mate. Because I'm hard.
We had actually that conversation that someone would put their fist through the window if you didn't leave.
Or their
head.
Yeah, or their head. And again, if you're listening, just come to the milk bar.
We also had the lovely Margaret Franklin Dream in attendance.
We did. We had 5 dogs in the house and 6 people.
Wow.
Yeah, nearly outnumbered.
Did I get it right?
That's a dream.
Yeah, 6.
6 people, 5 dogs.
Nearly outnumbered.
Yeah, I want 6 dogs, 1 person.
Well, me and Lisa are currently outnumbered by dogs in our house.
Bruno would turn into Robin Scherbatsky if you give him another year in that flat. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I would.
You'd have Great Danes in there and all sorts.
I'll start working for Metro News.
Robin Scherbatsky had no dogs, right?
She did.
Have I made that?
She did.
I think she did. Yeah,
before that Ted made her get away from it.
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't know. Ted Mosby
came in wielding a blue trumpet.
If you want to talk about villains in sitcoms, I think Ted Mosby's up there.
Yeah.
And essentially, spoiler alert, he kind of leaves his dead wife, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean?
He does.
He doesn't. His sentiment was always there.
I've never met a good Ted.
That's what they're saying as well. Is that actually what killed her? Is she knew?
Yeah,
she knew
that he settled for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because How I Met Your Father, apparently, you find out he got done for 2nd degree.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
I'd say now, I did watch a table read of Ted Mosby doing the last scene.
Oh, yeah.
And he was crying. And so
because he's all getting
the man behind Ted Mosby.
because the man behind Ted Mosby ain't getting paid like bank anymore, is he?
Well, this is it.
I think it's all he ever did.
That's why he was crying. Jason Segel wasn't, because he didn't go on to do bigger and better things.
Exactly.
Neil Patrick Harris as well.
I think I've only ever seen 2 table reads in my entire life, and they both had Jason Segel.
Oh.
Is he the only one that films them or something?
Yeah.
That other one is a very good one if you want to source that out.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Forgetting
Oh,
Sarah Marshall
Forgetting
one.
Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, the one he sings. He sings
So good.
Hi.
Nice.
So good. That's one that's got
I had a good
smart.
birthday. I did very well. Very
Yeah?
lucky boy.
Very lucky boy, isn't it?
All right.
I got a couple gold guns.
Yeah, what? Please tell me,
Well, all right.
because you never alluded to that in the group chat at all. You just posted it.
Yeah,
It was
mystery,
like
innit?
Joe got 2 guns, and it was Joe
I did, yeah.
blocked up with 2 guns.
I can't use those pictures anymore.
Can we use this as our thumbnail? I don't know if you're allowed that as a thumbnail.
No.
They're not real, so just to clarify.
There was about 30 seconds where no one in the room knew if they were real or not.
Yeah, only I.
Was
They
that
came with silence.
was that a Bob Bishton?
It was.
Of course it was.
It was from Luke via
Yeah.
Bob Bishop Merchants.
So what are they?
I don't actually know yet.
2 Guns Jones over it. He was wielding them all night. He never didn't have one in his waistband. I'll say that.
I didn't let him go.
So badass, though, isn't it?
Very chuffed with them.
I know, right?
Yeah. They come with these fake little bullets. You
Yeah,
can't
I
actually put in the
Then
gun.
what are they?
Shoot them. I'm not
Hey,
sure.
hey, what does it say on the box? What's in the box?
Oh, yep. Bruno, they weren't in boxes. They were loose in a bag.
That do you know what that means? That means the statute of limitations on Bobby's dealings in the past are up now, so he can now pass these on.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke. I think Luke just ate the box, but it could be because he put them in a bin like that's classic Luke. He
Wow.
put something in a bin like that. But
Just a couple guns in a bit like
I can't wait.
well, he did.
Are they at the ranch?
No, they're at home now.
Oh, mate.
Obviously in a gun safe.
They're in a safe. Obviously.
Yeah.
Just so Sylvester can't get to them.
Oh.
Franklin will though.
Margaret Franklin Dream knows exactly how to get to them.
Is that the new Cavs name?
By the way, yeah, the Cav is called Dream. They've renamed it Margaret, and I've renamed it Franklin.
Okay.
So it's taken the whole.
All right.
It's MFD.
I like that.
Yeah, she's very cool.
That's a very good name as well.
Yeah, she was pushing Luke out of the way to get the food. You get, I'd say, she's a little backstory on Margaret Franklin.
Yeah.
She's not had a good life in any way, and she's about 11, and she's never been in a home, never been anything, never had anything other than probably dry kibble and given birth to 1 million litters.
Yeah.
She had her first party.
She did,
No.
yeah.
And she found out what cocktail sausage was. And I've never seen what looked like a very small monkey climbing up to like the walls to get to them.
She does
She
resemble a
became-
monkey, yeah.
She became frantic.
She long necks.
Yeah, she gets real long neck and like long arms. It's very cool.
Did Luke move on from
I miss her.
Cavi Lady?
No, she was just laying in the corner panting.
Yeah.
she wasn't having any of it.
Ah.
Sylvester didn't eat for 3 days. What else happened?
I was going to bring her with me today, actually. I nearly did.
Franklin.
Margaret Franklin Dream.
You should get Franklin on the podcast.
Yeah, she would have been right here because she doesn't leave you. Like, she
Yeah.
stays on you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else we did. I'll tell you what we did. We did a quiz. You know, we quite like a quiz.
I love a quiz.
Yeah.
Hey.
We did like music.
Yeah.
Sorry, this moved into flags. Then it moved into historical figures.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
And I'll
that
tell you
sounds right
this,
up my street.
Yeah. You learn a lot about yourself when they start showing you Benjamin Franklin. You don't know
Oh,
I think we thought about 5 people with Shakespeare at one
that.
point.
We did Shakespeare.
on the way back from Bristol, Martin and I played a podcast quiz in the car, actually, where this guy just reads out quiz questions.
Yeah. Even though it's not, it's like exactly what we just did on James'
It's
birthday.
not as cool,
Yours
is it?
just seems so much more arrogant.
No, he's actually alone in the car playing a quiz.
Yeah. And he kept going, "Oh, Martin, you got that wrong." No one
I win.
All that's in the passenger seat is a French stick with a house
And spilled coffee
and spilled coffee.
because he
everywhere.
didn't drink it.
Wow.
He kept.
Weirdly, Martin
He
was
kept-
sick in the footwell as well, but I don't know who
He
did
kept
that.
ladling up the coffee and putting it on the French stick. And Martin, you've not finished to drink. Anyway, you don't want to laugh, but he loves it. Quick question before we do Peppercorn Corner.
Yeah.
If a crocodile were to get you in his jowls,
Yeah.
what's your
Gels.
first port of call?
Poke him in the eyes.
Yeah, Pokemon, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
In the back of the room, what would you do? If a crocodile got you in their jowls, what's your first port of call? Find their tonsils.
Well, that's fair.
Because I guess you're in the mouth.
Yeah, you're in there, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
I
clamped
think-
down, isn't it?
It is clamped down. I think I would wriggle my way out of my jeans.
Okay.
So my bottom half is naked now.
Okay.
Therefore, if I wanted to like grease myself up, I could urinate or something.
Yeah.
I could slide on into his gullet. I'll work myself into the belly of the beast, and I'll work my way out.
Out the other end.
No.
How big?
Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura.
I'd destroy him from the inside.
I like that, Joe. How big's this crocodile that we're talking about?
Crocodile.
If you're getting into the belly of the beast.
The size of your BMW.
Oh my god. Wow.
So you're telling me you're in there like Drax the Destroyer was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and you're just like hacking away at him.
I'm just working my way out.
He's in there like,
that's such a good scene.
Yeah, I don't know, just for me.
All right.
Because obviously, if you're in his jowls and you touch his eyes, you're still going to have the lacerations. I'm thinking as soon as he goes for me, I would just
slide
jump
in
in.
there.
Yeah, I'll try and get beyond the teeth.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
When in doubt, go in further. That's what
That's what I'm saying. I'm him.
I've heard that.
Yeah. If in doubt, slide further, is it?
Yeah, if in doubt, go in further.
That's what Nick Cannon was.
Keep going.
That's what he says.
There's one thing I know about Joe.
Bruno, have you got... Well, that's it. One thing we know about Joe. Pepper or cornet, Bruno, have you got one?
Yeah, I've got one. You want me to go?
I would love it.
All right. Let's address the elephant in the room, or should we say the elephant in the United States of America? And pepper or cornet, TikTok.
Oh!
I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going.
In general.
No, Joe, this isn't like I can't even get into your mind to do one of your pepper or cornets.
Yeah. To be honest, it's verging on one of Joe's.
Mine today is no idea.
It's like, what's your pepper or corn? The Constitution looking at TikTok coming out of China. Is there issue with it? The whole, it's like taking data or something.
Yeah, the fact my thing of it is why they're so angry is that they can't control the data that is capturing, and that's what scares them. But no, they're just annoyed that they can't do it. So what they're doing is they don't want to stop the data collection that is TikTok, because it's like an absolute ridiculous amount of people. They want to sell it. They're telling them to sell it to a United States person or company or whatever, so they can then have that data to sell to the government and stuff like that. It's just power. Okay. It's all about power, mate. And yeah,
I think I'm pro them banning it in America just because
it's funny.
More creators.
Yeah, and
it's funny. And then you get paid more in this country on being on TikTok.
Yes,
because they need more creators.
So we're doing alright on TikTok.
We're doing fine.
Alright.
Peppercorn boys are doing fine. Guys, by TBA, we're all doing good. So I'd say get rid of all those American creators. Come have a look at our videos.
Yeah.
You know, where are the Basement Yard clips going to go? Oh, have you seen the Peppercorn boys? You know what I mean? So I quite like the idea of banning it there. I think it's ridiculous what they're doing, just because they're so. That's kind of what's the word? What is it?
Hypocritical.
You have to it is very hypocritical. But the idea of you think of like the way Elon runs X and how chaotic this is, and they're fine with it. And
ironic.
I know. Yeah, it's so silly, but
it's very hypocritical.
Not dictatorship, but what's the other word for not communist, but
hey, we're close now. Careful with your words, mate. This might go on TikTok, all right?
But, but you know what I mean? It could get to a point where it's like you can do this, you can't be out past 5.
Yeah.
And considering they're all into their Second Amendment,
freedom.
Yeah, is it the second or is it the first or the third? I just said Second Amendment.
I don't know.
Sounds right.
I can't remember what their free speech is, mate.
American has an issue with me not knowing that.
Did that not?
I'll say point Norwich out on the map.
Did that not come up in one of your quizzes this weekend?
It didn't. No, it was just pictures of just people.
Yeah. It's the Fifth Amendment.
George W.
Fifth Amendment, because I want to.
That's the one.
Yeah, I think I might have made.
What do you reckon the second one is?
I don't know. I may have made myself look silly there.
I think we're all looking very silly right now.
Yeah.
If I had my phone, I'd be doing a lot of this, but I mean, I'm just spouting stuff. As far as I'm actually gonna pepper them banning it in the US for my own amusement.
No,
and benefit.
It wasn't one of Joe's.
Oh, you don't want me to pepper it?
It wasn't one of Joe's, Like I'm not saying banning TikTok, USA banning TikTok. I'm talking TikTok as a whole. I think it's fantastic.
Okay.
I've never learned so much from TikTok in all my life. Like anyway,
I'll say this: the algorithms are so clever though. They only give it to, you're learning what they want you to learn.
Maybe
I'll say that.
maybe. You're.
Or it's actually just telling you how to do it.
Are you still sticking with your pepper?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's brilliant. I think people lose too many hours to it.
Yeah, that is bad. That is bad.
It's the new Vine and YouTube, isn't it? Like, it's going to make. There's going to be so many creators that come out of this that are going to parlay that into the next big thing after TikTok. Not TikTok will go away, but there'll be something.
Yeah, there's always.
Viners became YouTubers, became actors. That kind of thing.
You cut one head of the snake off like two grow, doesn't it? So
that is very true. But I'm going to pepper it, heavy pepper.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I don't really use TikTok at all, but apart from when people send me a TikTok, so I don't really.
That's probably a healthy thing to do.
Yeah,
the video.
But I understand how you can get caught in that little wormhole on TikTok. Like I do it with Reels on Instagram, and I'll just be scrolling and scrolling. But I do understand. I'm going to pepper it.
Definitely mid-40s.
Even though I don't use.
Yeah. If he's mid-50s, it'd be Facebook like Kieran.
I barely used it, apart from promoting our own stuff. So I'm going to pepper it because I think it's useful. But yeah, there's definitely the same with anything. There's definitely downsides to it because people do spend probably too much time maybe staring at it. But yeah, you can learn a lot from it. I just want to say quickly before we move on. Right before we did your pepper or corn it, I got a mustache hair caught in my can. So if you
just cans.
That is a really long one.
Wow.
Look at that.
I thought that was going deep then. I thought that took out my face. I thought that took your follicle out.
I think it has. Yeah, there's a follicle there. Look. There
Scott's definitely done a mukbang before.
I do a lot of makeup.
Yeah, of course.
So while you were starting that pepper corn, my eyes were heavily watering,
and I do this.
Yeah.
Every product.
Hey, I want the listeners and the viewers to go search deep on TikTok to find Scott's ASMR channel, his makeup tutorial channel, and one where he talks about football a lot.
Yeah, there's that one. What was I going to say? I was going to go on about pepper or corn it, but it kind of ties into what you just said. He's completely bopped himself. Yours was your screen was stuck on you belly.
Oh, was it?
Now you're very serious. Yeah, but now you just got a really angry like face.
Hey.
Your my pepper or corner is collecting football shirts.
Ooh.
Oh.
So out of the 5 peppercorns, 2 mystery peppercorns in WWE. One of them particularly collects a lot.
Yeah, loves it.
This guy over here has started to. I've always collected the Arsenal ones, but I've also had like Leon shirts over the years.
That I still wear that.
You still wear that one? I don't fit in a lot of these. What other ones did I have? I had Spain home and away from like 07.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I like a kit, I'll get a kit.
If I had the financial backing of our good friend in America, I think I'd have a lot of them.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I am.
Yeah, no, I just thought.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like to get football shirts like that are just cool. But every time 4 years rolls around on the Euros and on the World Cup, I want to get that Holland, that Netherlands football shirt. That's the one that's eluded me so far. I haven't been able to get that one in my bag. But yeah, remember back in the day where I think it was around probably about 2010, maybe 2012. Where we took garden football extremely seriously, and it was the Euros coming up, and I think I had my Portugal shirt, and we were properly role playing the Euros, and we did the whole draw up into the final.
Yeah, we did.
That was fun.
Yeah, our friends were big into role playing, especially when it came to football growing up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of draws. There was a lot of Wembley games in which people would actively hack people or dive. If they were like winning,
that got really aggressive. Yeah.
We'd stand in a line and let music play.
I once tore my. What's the inside part of your upper leg?
Inner leg,
like your groin down to there. I once tore that midway through about a 5-hour session of Wembley on the AstroTurf, and I kept going, which I shouldn't have. My leg was black.
And Scott, with that, I'd like to inform you. we played like what was it 4 weeks ago? That hasn't changed. We lined up to the Champions League music.
Oh, wow.
It always ends in a penalty shootout.
Nice.
Like, it never changes.
Yeah, always. I love that because it's like everyone's got older. There's more tech now, so we can actually play the Champions League. Just sing it back in the day. Like it's going to become worse. And everyone's going to get more hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But back in the day, I remember like Ledge had like a Nedved shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Juventus Nedved shirt.
Yeah.
I think we'd all kind of get like we'd all have a team from different countries.
And
I love it. Yeah, like even now, like for example, I got Lewis, the year he was born, jersey of a team, and like I like that. So for Joe, I did the 1983 something. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But the idea of
I like that.
You know, I was like, you know, extend it beyond football. But I was like, I tried to get a Phoenix Suns jersey from 1989 because the year I was born.
Yeah.
Plus that team, it kind of gives it a reason to kind of do it. And I don't know, I just like collecting them. It's kind of become more acceptable to wear a football shirt as well.
Yeah.
Ish, unless you're in an office setting because they're banned there. They entice violence.
I also say this: I don't like wearing modern, like as in the years one. I'll wear the years one to watch a game or if you go to a game. But as far as out, you can wear like a retro shirt, and I think that's acceptable.
I think that's definitely acceptable. I love the collecting football shirts. I wish I did as well. I'm heavily peppering it. But the New England shirt that could be a get. I think I might get the away one, but that home one is still tasty too.
They're both so nice.
Yeah.
It might be a get this year as well because the team's so good. The shirt is so good.
And hey,
I think you kind of got him.
Yeah, my main man's just been called up, so I might have to get him on the back if he gets into that squad.
Who's that?
Mainu. Kobe.
Has he?
Yeah.
Did someone drop out?
I think so, yeah.
He should have been in it anyway.
He should have, yeah. And
it's not based on merit because the future Man United manager, Southgate, is not the best manager that I've ever seen.
And I'm going to heavily corner him.
Hopefully he doesn't fumble this crew. Yeah, if you have that Man United with Southgate, it'll be the best, man. That'll be unreal.
No.
So I'm peppering it heavy.
Yeah.
I'm heavily peppering that.
What do you do? What's your peppercorn?
So peppercorn it. Public transport.
Oh, that's much easier. Heavy, hardcore. Hate it.
Wow. Wow.
I know you two are big into your trains.
Can we?
Stuff,
yeah.
And I'll accept an Uber.
Yeah.
I'll accept a friend driving me.
Yeah.
That's public.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And a plane.
Wow.
Other than that, I'm not touching it. Wow. I don't want to be on your buses. I don't want to be on your stupid trains. I don't want to be on anything.
Okay, so I'm going to say
that's it.
I get like if you're like commuting to work and stuff, it's a nightmare because everything always runs late. It's super busy. Like that's no fun at all.
Yeah.
But if you're going on a little trip on the train, that's nice. You sit back, pop a podcast in. You know you're on there for a good hour or so. That's nice. I like that.
I agree. I do like from time to time. So I've got a couple of things coming up in London, and I'm definitely going to train up there because it's a little bit. It just makes it a little bit easier, and you can have a little tipple as well. You know, like you don't have to worry.
Yeah. Drinking's bad. I don't drink. I don't have public transport.
Straight edge for life.
Straight.
The what's your
They won't even let me into some clubs now because of my tattoos.
what's your top 5 public transport, Joe?
Ooh,
and Scott, what do you think?
I'm gonna go plane number 1 because I love flying.
Okay,
that's great. Flying's the best. Train number 2. Number 3. Is there 5?
Helicopter.
Is that?
Public.
Is 3 Greyhound bus.
Wow.
No, you're
not.
I don't think
not regular bus.
I don't think you'll be able to pay me enough to get on another Greyhound.
Well, you got like taxis, you got Ubers, you got execu cars, you got Kango bus, you got the others.
I'm not a big fan of like the taxis and stuff, just because you feel like you got to talk to the driver. Like it seems a bit too.
If you order an Uber, Joe,
conversational.
If you order an Uber, Joe, you can ask them not to talk.
I feel like that's going to cause more problems because it feels like I'm being. Like...
I'll say this: the guy driving Uber don't want to talk to you as much as you don't
Yeah.
talk to him. Us or her, trust me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get awkward. I feel like I have to make conversation. I turn into Vince Vaughn in that situation. I just talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna end it at planes, trains,
And automobiles.
but a bus at a push. Like, but it's mainly trains and planes.
I can't remember the last time I actually got a bus.
No.
I can't stand buses. I've definitely got more planes than I've ever got buses and trains.
I definitely haven't.
That's as Tory as it gets.
That's very Tory.
I've definitely got a lot of trains in my time.
I've been on a plane more than I've ever driven my own car.
All right, Taylor Swift.
Bruno, what's your top 5?
Yeah. I probably the same, planes and then trains and then Ubers. I like a city tram like that. I wish we went on one in Birmingham when we went. That was nice thing.
Oh, I like a tram, a metro rail.
Yeah.
Houston or Miami.
There's a lovely Sky Rail over in Sydney that I loved as well. So that kind of thing, and that one that we had in Miami as well.
Yeah, I like that.
You've got to be careful, because the monorail ruined Springfield.
But no, I'm peppering public transport. It's there when you need it. Like, it's all right. It's not always the most reliable thing in the world, is it? But it's all good.
Nah.
You didn't mention undergrounds.
Oh God.
Too hot, too cramped.
I'm the king of the underground.
Okay. One thing you don't know about Bruno is he fancies himself quite a Londoner. So much so he's a Man United fan.
Yeah.
And I mean that, but I mean, this kid, if I went, I'm going to the Theatre Royale.
Yeah.
He would go, oh, are you taking, I don't know anything. Are you taking the Piccadilly or are you just going to jump off at Endsworth? I've named that thing. I don't know. And he goes, what you want to do is get off here. He's so excited. He's like our mum when it comes to roads.
He's like me with roads.
Yeah, you're like it with roads. He is so bad. He's like, you shut my eyes and spun me around. I figure out how to get the Piccadilly circuit.
Hey.
Like, he is so into it.
Mate, I'll find Singapore. Turn me around in that airport, I'll find Singapore. What was it? A couple of weeks ago you said?
I can't remember. That felt like it was new to me and I really liked it. So it must have been
All right, cool.
I'm too much, aren't I?
Yeah.
You need to get on the phone to Martin, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so we need to end this pod. When we say get on the phone to Martin,
you talk to himself.
He's going to actually have the phone on. He's got 2 contracts.
That is mental.
So annoying. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
You see like thing and you're like, let's end it.
Well, when I see what?
You see time and you're like, cut it. Done. Just let.
Yeah, I need that. I need this done.
Let the good times roll, man.
No, I want it. It's done. I was going to bring something up.
Yeah, then bring it up, mate. We're in no rush.
It's a really somber note to end on.
Okay.
Oh no.
I was just going to say, has anyone watched the Nickelodeon documentary?
Not yet.
Did you just scream not yet at me?
I said not yet. Why?
The cadence of it's nuts.
Where is that coming
Not yet!
Where is that coming out of? It's so annoying when I edit it.
I know. When, I don't know, but I watched it already on Twitter.
Have you?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Because I'm really modern, I watch stuff on my phone.
Fair.
I watch it on the train sometimes, so I'll just catch up with my favourite programs on the train. I don't know, but it's about Dan Schneider and the awful stuff. And Amanda Bynes, I think, is a heavy part of it. And Drake Bell released a song today that was exposing Hollywood.
Really?
Wow.
With a music video that kind of doubles that.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched it. It's actually a right song. Oh. It's a sad sentiment. But I think it's right. I'm interested in it just because it's very similar to what the Backstreet Boys, I think, went through with your boy Lil Perlman.
Yeah.
I say your boy because
he's not my boy.
You said his name a couple of weeks ago. He's not his boy. But it's very, man, when I look into it, that is so weird.
That reminds me, we haven't mentioned Oprah Winfrey yet.
What?
I'm lost.
I'm lost.
Go on.
That's a conspiracy.
What's happened to her?
In Drake and Josh, they mentioned Oprah Winfrey numerous times throughout it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of linked to all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen that she's been trending. Is that what? I guess that's why.
Yeah. There was like a weird running theme in Drake and Josh where they'd be obsessed with Oprah Winfrey and they'd bring her up constantly and she's linked to all that stuff and there's a reason she was constantly being brought up in it.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Everyone say it.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Because Oprah's got power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah. Have you? Hey, after last week's episode, have you been approached yet?
I've been propositioned by a guy called Dan Schneider. I didn't respond to the email because I don't like that name.
I actually got an email from an L. Perlman about starting a boy band.
All right, these are rough, bro. We need to cut these.
Wow. Yeah.
Bro, we should have stopped.
We
That's
should
all
have
the
stopped
time.
already.
We ruined it.
So good. So good.
Awful people.
Yeah.
Don't email back if you get on.
No.
Allegedly. Joe threw Oprah under the bus right at the end as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I'll be the judge of that. I'll deep dive in that later.
All right.
I mean, in the last 2 weeks, we talked about the royal family, Illuminati, Oprah Winfrey,
Yeah,
and Dan Schneider.
We're either going to succeed or be
Yeah.
Or we're
Like,
gone.
yeah.
If anyone's interested, go watch Bad Friends. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. They've got John Cena
That was
and
such
Zac
a.
Efron.
I'm halfway through it.
It's
So
so-
hectic.
I need to.
It's so mad. And Zac Efron is so confused on what's
Zac Efron on Hot Ones as well. There's a bit in it where I think I've seen a clip. He's eating one of the Hot Ones later on, and he's crying. So he sounds exactly like he did in High School Musical. It's really weird. Like, 'cause Zac Efron doesn't look like Zac Efron now.
No, I don't know who's playing Zac Efron anymore.
Yeah.
Great guy, though.
I love Zac Efron.
So good, so good.
He could be. Maybe he's with Kate.
Maybe. What we got on this weekend? Let's try and end on a less somber note, shall we?
This weekend,
Mum's birthday.
Mother's birthday.
Yeah. What party we got this week?
We're coming back to the house. We're bringing Margaret, Franklin, Dream the first.
We have 5 dogs and 6 people again.
Yeah. But for longer this time.
For a longer period of time. On the actual birthday, we're wrestling in Cody Ugly in Cardiff
Again?
Yeah.
on Monday. Yeah, with this one in Cardiff.
The bigger one.
Yeah, the big one. Hey, buddy, did you hear your name? Have you got anything on, bro?
No, not this weekend. I was going to potentially come down, but if you got stuff going on, and obviously back on a
Yeah,
Monday.
6 people, six dogs.
Yeah, it's a
there's a lot,
birthday
mate.
celebration. Come
Ah.
down.
we'll
Six,
see.
6 people, 6 dogs.
We'll see.
He's thinking about the sleeping arrangements. He's already
That's
mapped
what
out in his head. He's like, where am I sleeping?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want
going to put mine.
on your mum's birthday weekend. I'm not making her like sleep on a couch, mate. That's not happening.
I think we should.
No, it's not happening. So where can they catch us, boys?
So we are the Peppercorn Boys on TikTok, YouTube, and here on a podcast, iTunes and Spotify 5-star review. Do that. And again, Bruno's thumbnails are out of this world.
Mm.
You know, I think he's trying to get a job at Nickelodeon. How good they are. So make sure you go check us out all across there. Give us a like on all those things as well. Just, hey, that's about it.
I really wish I could have got us superimposed on that Kate photo last week. It would have just taken me a few days to do it.
Okay. Maybe we should be walking out of a farmer's market this week.
Mm.
Maybe.
But it's not us. It's like other people.
No, it's just that picture. I just claim it's us.
This
And
one,
Oprah Winfrey in the background.
this one might actually be a tough one this week. I got to
Yeah,
wrap my
maybe you should
brain.
add, but it's got to be to do with Nickelodeon.
What the one somber thing that you added right at the end?
Yeah, it should definitely be that. It should definitely be that.
All right.
We could do Joe's birthday or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
Just use the picture of me and Margaret, Franklin, Dream the first.
Yeah. Or you have like a birthday cake and we're all around it.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
All right. We'll discuss.
Yeah.
We'll discuss.
Joe's holding 2 guns.
Yeah.
Eat that picture.
Yeah, we brought up guns as well. We need to relax.
Not real guns.
No, they're not real. Everything we've said on here is a lie. Enjoy the podcast. Bruno was at a wedding and he does have an imaginary friend there.
Yeah. It's the only truth.
Oh, we should do one that's like the Sixth Sense. But Bruno's talking to Martin, not Bruce Willis.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That'd be cool.
That's cool.
And I'll
Can we use
superimpose.
actual Martin's likeness?
And I'll superimpose what he looks like in my head.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be really interested in what he looks like.
Yeah.
in that.
You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him at my wedding. You see me standing next to you.
The rings are just on the floor. I'm like, Martin. But we will have to go with it because this is big.
Yeah.
And his wife's just like,
And you just slowly hand him the ring. Like,
I'm Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Martin.
His wife's like, thanks, Martin. Anyway, Bruno, one more thing to say to you.
Yeah.
You, Bruno. No!